Read aloud strategy. Definitions. Read aloud is one of the methods of reading books in a loud and clear voice. Reading aloud is not limited to reading stories aloud, but it also requires playing with expressions, dialogue, intonations, and the most important is body language in accordance with the storyline. This method was introduced by Jim Chalais in his book The Read Aloud Handbook. According to McEwan and Gentelucci 2007, reading aloud is a method of measuring the cognitive reading process, and it used to measure the competence of reading skills. In accordance with this, reading aloud is a process to build up the student competence to understand the reading skill. Reading aloud is an effective method because it needs the student and teacher's feedback to construct the meaning of the text.
According to Zaini 2007, Huda 2015, reading aloud is a learning strategy that emphasizes loud sound with the teacher explaining and overviewing both the beginning and the last of the learning process. This strategy is one of the active learning methods that can help students' conversation and remain the question and discussion. Related to Sajid and Kasim 2019, ideas this is an important strategy because it encourages students to read and eventually starts to improve their reading comprehension, which in turn enhances their literacy levels.
Purpose. The aim of the reading aloud strategy to improve students' competence in understanding, analyzing, and interpreting the text. It makes the students more comfortable in reading activity and giving good motivation to students to elaborate more on their pronunciation competence and self-confidence in mastering reading skills. It makes the good atmosphere of the class and students are enjoyable in the teaching and learning activity in addition. This strategy can make students get information about the text.
Advantages read aloud strategy. The first, build and develop imaginative abilities in the learners. And the second, lessons can be served more attractively to students when presented in the form of loud reading. And the third, students are trained to be polite listener. And four, players get a chance to live an entertaining life. And fifth, participants gain a wealth of experience. And six, the love of an interest in the subject of learning can be nurtured and developed. And seven, give a good example to other learners on how to read well. And last, read aloud is the most effective method of teaching reading for children because with this method, we can condition the child's brain to associate reading as a fun activity.
The benefits of using the read aloud method for children include being able to build literacy skill through sound recognition, intonation, listening, speaking, and writing skill. Read aloud also help children increase their vocabulary, especially the vocabulary of the book language using for reading. It's the best strategy to make the atmosphere of the classroom effective and enjoyable for the teaching and reading process. That applying the reading aloud strategy will prompt the student to improve their reading skill.
So the first one is the teacher looks for interesting text to be used as a reading, but the select text is tried not to be too long so students don't feel bored. And the second one is the teacher then distributes hard copies of the text to each student. And the third is the teacher then instruct the student to divide the text into sections so that they can read in turns. And the next, the teacher invites students one by one to read. And then when students are reading, the teacher sometimes instruct them to stop at several parts, such as having difficult words, emphasizing certain points, asking questions, or giving example to students. And the last is after the entire text has been read by students, the teacher asks them what is in the text according to their understanding. Thank you.